Hey guys, Joyce and Anthony, aka JJ. I'm on to my 4th hand-drawn coloring book. Since Halloween is coming up, I wanted it to be Halloween centered. My original title was Grandpa, Can We Go Trick-or-Treating? It's 40 coloring pages where you're following around a grandpa and the grandson as they go trick-or-treating on Halloween night. So these are just some of my sketches. I always like to do just a quick 1 to 2 minute sketch before I go in and ink. And inking always takes me the longest time. I originally wanted to have this out on September the 30th, but the inking, like I said, it takes me a little bit longer to do. The 40 pages are a combination of the grandson and the grandpa. See there, right there, they're at a Halloween party. And then a couple pages are the grandson trying to pick a Halloween costume, and the rest are like Halloween decorations, houses that have Halloween decorations up. I don't think I mentioned this yet, but I have been using Procreate for my past two coloring books because I just think it's really easy to carry around an iPad compared to a laptop and using, for instance, Procreate or Blender, which is what I used previously. And here is some of my favorite coloring pages. Again, like he's deciding what costume he wants. Does he want to be an astronaut, a knight, a werewolf? And that's the grandpa and the son at the Halloween party. And the furthest image at the bottom right, that is eyeball punch. And you can kind of see it in the middle, the bottom middle, like you can kind of see the bullet punch, but I wanted to zoom in on it. Once I finish the coloring pages, I'm thinking, do I want to create my own cover? Or go to Fiverr, which I've done previously, and use Ali, she's amazing, to make a cover. I decide I want to try to create it. So I'm making a whole new page, and this is like a haunted house where you see the pumpkins and the big moon in the background and the friendly neighborhood ghost on the top right. Before I actually went in to make the cover, I definitely used ChatGPT to help me. I explained what my coloring book, the pages, and one of the suggestions were a haunted house. The other one was kind of like what you see in a lot of Amazon coloring books, like the Bold and Easy. It's the title in the middle, and then three of the images that are in the coloring book at the top and 3 at the bottom. So again, I'm trying to differentiate myself from the other coloring books that are already being sold on Amazon. When I finished this, I was very happy with the design. Later on, I'm going to realize that with text, I'm going to need to move the ghost down because the text is right over the ghost. But again, this was my cover and I was happy with it. One thing I really liked that Ali did when she was creating the front and back of two of my other coloring books, she had a repeating pattern. So I'm going in and coloring one of the coloring pages, and I just selected 3 of the pumpkins and I'm coloring that in right now. I'm going to make these smaller, but I want these to be like a repeating pattern on the back. Now that that's done, I'm going to take the cover and the repeating background and move it to Canva. I want there to be a glow behind Grandpa. So right now my title is Grandpa, Can We Go Trick-or-Treating? I'm second guessing the title. The part where can we go? I don't like how the trick-or-treating is touching the house. I'm trying to figure out how I can move everything around to have it just be in the moon, if that makes sense. I really don't like anything touching the house. Yeah, I really don't like it. So I go to my ChatGPT account and ask it, and what it does is it gives me what's working well and suggestions for improvement. I make the suggestions that ChatGPT makes, and then I'll just like take a screenshot and re-upload it and say, what do you think about this? And then I was like, I just want to shorten the title, and ChatGPT gave me some suggestions. And these, I think in the end, I did 13 different versions before I was happy with the cover. A couple suggestions it had was saying, how about instead grandpa, trick or treat, and lowering the opacity of the pumpkins as the repeating pattern, because it was kind of hard to read a spooky journey. So yeah, it gave me a lot of really great suggestions until I was happy. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys my KDP analytics. I'm gonna do this once a month just to show you my sales. Guys, I'm always curious about how other people do. I just want to show you mine. So my Halloween is in review, but currently I have 3 coloring books live and 1 in review. So let me go to my reports. And so far this month I've sold 5 coloring books, and they're all the capoeira, but I just want to show you guys the previous month. My first month I sold 12 coloring books, 3 of the Bite of Texas, 6 of the capoeira, and 3 of the pumpkin delights. Based on the orders from last month and the beginning of this month, capoeira has 11 coloring books, so I'm keeping that in the back of my mind. So I'm probably going to do more action coloring books. So the royalties estimator for last month is $23.52. The analytics also breaks it down by country. Let me go to prior month's royalty and make sure I have September. And you can see that I made $21.45 from the US. And I didn't even realize it till I went into my analytics, but somebody from Germany bought my book. Thank you so much if you're watching. $1.85. So yeah, that's my analytics for the month of September. This is Joyce and Anthony, aka JJ. Until next time.